Hello, beautiful Pisces. This is Meredith. I am here with our monthly meeting. I've done too many of these now. I am here with our monthly reading for December 2018. We are using for this message the Celestial Origin Healing Runes. This is a healing rune deck. The symbol on each card is meant to be a healing symbol, so feel free to gaze at it as we cover it in the reading and allow yourself to absorb all its goodness. This deck was created by a dear friend of mine. She's an amazing energy healer. So the message off these cards is meant to be a soul energy message for you for the month. The next set is the general message of the month from the Modern Spellcasters Tarot, and then a love message from Doreen Virtue's Romance Angel Oracle cards. So Pisces, you got an extra card in the general message. These two fell out together. That should be interesting. And you got an extra card in the love cards. I've just been pulling three, but you and Sagittarius got extra cards this month. We're going with it though. Okay, let's get started. If I didn't say it already, watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos so you get the full picture of what's going on this whole month. All right, our first card is Joy. Oh, nice. Do I need to explain that one? I don't think so. But I'll hold it up here for you so you can absorb the nice vibe, the beautiful frequency of this card. Yes, get back into your joyful energies, Pisces. You're naturally joyful. Pisces people enjoy a good time. They're really good at having a good time. They can be very easy to please with the simple yet the profound in life. So there you have it. Next card, Nurture. Time for some self-nurturing, Pisces. You're also compassionate people pleasers from time to time. I can say that with authority. I've got a ton of Pisces in my chart. So this message is as much for me as it is for you. Self-care, self-nurture. Then you're able to compassionately care for and nurture others in your world as well. Here, nurture yourself with this symbol. Soak it in. Be a sponge, okay? And then your next card here, Freedom. Yeah. Ooh. This card feels intense as I hold it right now. A lot of Pisces may be seeking personal freedom. Pisces has had quite the challenge, most especially in relationship the past couple of years. I've heard from a lot of Pisces that they feel as if their romantic and or intimate lives have had a pause button taped down into place. So there's a desire for real freedom there. Freedom of self-expression, freedom for connection, freedom for... I don't know why I'm saying it like that either. Feeling a sense of freedom within our intimate connections. There's a great desire for that, and it just feels as though that it's been locked up in some way for a while. And with the Freedom card showing up here in the soul message, my sense of it is that whatever you have the perception of being held back, withheld, locked up, not flowing, it's about to. And I also sense that Pisces is kind of tired of hearing that too, because as we've journeyed month to month through the messages, and even in the daily messages, there's been a lot of encouragement toward things becoming more free flowing, crossing thresholds into a new realm of experience, doing the healing work that is required for that, because there's no baggage allowed there. So Pisces has had some high moments and some low moments, but if you were to put that on some kind of graph, it would appear as though the lower moments, as if there were more of them. So Pisces has come up and had these high moments, which has sustained us all through the lower moments. But there's a sense of being weary in the process. We're ready for some steady. That's what I get. Some consistency. And yeah, it feels like that's on the way. So dare I say it again, hang in there, Pisces. Okay, first card we get. How perfect is that? The Chariot. Who wants to be moving forward? We do. Absolutely. This is dynamic movement forward. It's a major arcana card. You know what that means. It's a less temporary energy. So this is an energy that's here to stay for a while. This means that our inspiration is ignited. This is us on the other side of the threshold, the gateway of new experience. We're in our chariot. The only thing we brought was our lotus. Because there's no baggage allowed. And, you know, the lotus is such a great symbol because it rises up out of the mud and, you know, comes into the light. Beautiful. So this is what we're taking with us. It's joyful. We feel free. That's the kind of steady we're looking for. Next card. Oh, this guy. Oh, the Knight of Swords. He's pretty amazing. For me personally, he shows up in my readings with such regularity, it's ridiculous. Okay, so this knight. Knights are bridges in tarot, so they convey energies from one card to the next. So this knight is bringing the Chariot. So basically he could be guiding that chariot. He could be the horse, well in this case the bull, pulling that chariot right now. So we're bringing dynamic movement forward with joy and freedom in a self-nurtured way, which is great. That'll create the steady that we're looking for, the consistency that we're looking for. The only caution on the Knight of Swords is that he can be very impetuous. And, you know, on the battlefield, he's a berserker. He asks no questions at all, ever. He just arrives with his mighty sword, and you know what happens next. So consider that, because we are amped for forward movement, and in that energy we could not be looking at our periphery, and there may be something really important out there. So the reminder here is engage your intellect with your free spirit. Things will be a lot more steady if we do that. Okay, now these two cards came out together. I do want to see what this knight is running toward, where he's driving this chariot. Oh, look at that. We get another knight. And the knights are facing each other. It's almost like they're coming together on the battlefield. You know, that's kind of interesting because the Knight of Wands, he's passion all day long. He's a lover and a fighter. I feel like the Knight of Swords is done messing around with the player. That's what I get here. And to take that in another way, it feels, Pisces, like you've settled for crumbs rather than the feast for a long time, and you've had it, and you're about to run a sword through that business, because you mean business. It means a lot to you to be filled with joy and to share joy, be in reciprocity with it, where you aren't giving so much, and then you realize, wow, there's been very little coming back. There's an end to that happening here, and these two knights are about to duke it out. You know where you want to go, Pisces, and you aren't settling for less. Excuse me. You're doing the self-nurturing work that has had you in recent energy experiences accepting less than you desired. You're over it. Excuse me. Let's see what comes with this Knight of Wands, because again, like I say, knights convey messages. They bridge things. So what is the Knight of Wands bringing? Yeah, the Page of Swords. And look at this guy. He's got a mighty sword in his hand there. It takes a master to wield that thing. And he doesn't have it. The page doesn't have it. So this is perfect, Pisces, in the sense that you need a knight to handle that kind of sword. A knight or a king, okay? Or even the emperor. But not a page. Now, the page is full of enthusiasm, and the page knows what he knows, but he doesn't know it. He doesn't know enough here. And this is very symbolic of that sword being representative of what Pisces is seeking, and the page is representative about what Pisces has been receiving or co-creating. So where you have settled for less in yourself, you have broadcast that into your world and said, I will accept less than I desire. But you've come to your wit, your wisdom, and your intellect in this night and the Chariot. You've made a dynamic movement forward within your own self because you understood that when you allow yourself to accept less, you will consistently accept less. But now you're going for the feast. No more crumbs, no more settling. You want the feast. You're done with the player. There's another aspect to that too, Pisces, in that we tend to like the bad boy or the bad girl. And they certainly do look good holding that sword, but we usually end up with something less than we desire. So we're coming to a phase of life experience where this is no longer tolerable and we're making changes. And not only that, we've set our intentions around it, we're doing manifestation work around it. We understand the value in having had this experience because it's provided us with perspective and contrast so that we could make new choices. And those are the new choices that are represented by the lotus and the chariot, and that's what we're dynamically moving forward with. We know how to co-create very well with the all that is, with the unified field within the universe. We know how to do it. But Pisces, they swim in their serpentine about so much, and we can get off track very easily, and we can be dazzled very easily. Shiny things are attractive to Pisces, and they cause a fair amount of distraction. That distraction, though, becomes valuable to us because, as I was saying, it creates contrast, it creates perspective, it drives us back into our heart space, back into our joy, and then it ignites our desire for how we wish to live freely within our own relationship to ourselves, and then celebrate that in all of our other relationships. So when I say we're ready for some steady, we actually are. We're going for it. We're bringing our inspiration, our joy, our nurturing, our compassion, and our fantastic loving hearts. We're bringing all of that to it, and we're not accepting less than we desire any longer. So you can put all the people on notice in your life, Pisces, who have been kind of a player. You can thank them for the gift they've given, and you can let them know that you're going for the gusto. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Pentacles. This is a divine and cosmic gift from the universe. This is what the chariot is running at here. This is what the knight's running at. This is what the sword represents. It's beautiful. This is us in co-creation, watching our manifestations take root, blossom, come to life in the present. So we're grateful for this. We've had to nurture our way through this. We've been fed up with this and frustrated with all of this too. But having gone through all of that experience, we're full. We're full with inspiration. We're going to take all the best of it and co-create in an Ace of Pentacles sort of way. This card typically in tarot is shown with a gateway and a cosmic hand offering a gift of material resources or a representation of the manifestation we desire to bring into our presence. And that's just it. You could roll back this pentacle here and walk through a gateway into a new world of experience, having co-created exactly what you desire in terms of relationship, career, how you're of service, relationships within your families, your friendships, all of it. You're elevating, you're escalating it. You're driving the frequency higher because you desire to live there. It was fun to play here for a while, and then it was not fun. And in the not fun phase, you got away from your joy. You maybe suffered a bit from lack of self-care. But now you understand that your freedom is tied to these things. So in order to have that, you've got to do the work, and you've been doing the work. This is why you've had the serpentine or the up and down, the roller coaster. The beauty of Pisces is that even though there has been hardship, conflict, frustration, in hindsight, Pisces will look at that gratefully and be like, you know, I'm really glad I did all that. And I'm really glad I'm where I am right now. So, good work. All right, let's move on to your Romance Angels Oracle cards, your love message for the month. Well, look at you, new love. Yeah, you've gone after the one who can handle the sword. You went after your knight or your sweet Valkyrie. Well, I'm not so sure Valkyries are sweet, but they know how to handle the sword. So there you go, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah, indeed. And this person embodies the frequency that you embody. So there's great connection. There's great, what's the word? There's a great complement of energy shared between you and the person you are currently with. There's like this new development within your existing relationship. And for those single Pisces, this is a new person altogether. Sweet, sweet, that you've been working on. Yeah, then you have the deception card. Here's deception right here. Can you see it? This page cannot wield that sword. He just does not have the experience, the strength, the endurance to do it. And for a while, Pisces, we told ourselves that it was okay. You know, it would work out. We could grow into it. They would grow into it. And that turned out to be a deception. You know, a lie we told ourselves because we discovered it was less than we truly desired. It wasn't in harmony with us living freely in our spirit. For some people specifically, there is a new relationship after another has ended because of deception. Next card, stay optimistic about your love life. Wow, it's really covering, the cards are covering the variety of experience that Pisces can find themselves in at this time. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So some of you have a new one coming, or that has come together. Some of you have one that's come to an end, but it's for the better. And some of you are in that in between, and the message here is to stay optimistic. As the other relationship cycles out for you, you regain your joy, self-nurturing, and freedom, then new love comes in for you. And then your last card, true love. Yeah, not only new love, but true love. Beautiful. This is the romance of a lifetime. So it was worth all this journey. Well done, Pisces. Okay, last card. It comes to us from the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle card deck. Loving this deck. What does Pisces most need to know for the month of December? Ooh, we have them leaping out. Take the lead. Well, you know what? That goes right next to the Chariot. You are taking the lead. You've got the reins in your hands now, and you're going for it. The other one that popped out was detach from drama. Yeah, that's this over here. That's this guy here. Definitely. Detach from that. You can't take it with you. You don't want to take it with you. You've had enough of it. That's the feeling I have there. Okay. That is your message, Pisces, for the month of December 2018. Again, watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos. And please like, share, subscribe here on the channel. It's deeply appreciated. It helps to circulate the videos. We want the other Pisces to see the message too. And of course, check me out in the dailies. There's a new one every day. And if you'd like to book a private reading, description box, you know the drill. Peace, Pisces. Bye for now.